What's going on, Clash Masters? Rocky here today, and today we're back on the free-to-play Town Hall 11 account. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showcasing one of my favorite Town Hall 11 war strategies. I'm going to be doing this strategy myself in some live attacks, and then we have some replays of some of the guys in the clan who have just absolutely been crushing it with this strategy. Like I said, my favorite Town Hall 11 strategy, one of the best, if not the best Town Hall 11 war strategies, and it's simply going to be 5 Ice Golem Bow Witch with bats. This strategy is really fun. It's super simple to use, and we're going to showcase it and break it down here today. But before we guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Don't forget to use code BASH. And let's go ahead and, before we hop into the video, let's do today's comment keyword of the day. I'll shout out a few of you guys from yesterday's video, but let's just go with 5 ICG. That's usually what I call this attack, 5 ICG, because we use 5 ice golems, and it's a really fun, powerful attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about this strategy. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna break it down. Like I said, we're gonna do some live attacks. So let me go ahead. The first base we're gonna hit is we're gonna try to clean up this hit here on number 10. So the point of this strategy is to just overwhelm the base. Now we're gonna have 5 ice golems, which is gonna be really strong. And what I'm looking for is I want to look at the location of the wizard towers. We got one here, one here, one here, one here, and one finally here. And then you need to identify your infernos. Are they multis or singles? These are singles. You could tell that they're singles because they have that single eyelet. Multis will have multiple eyelets. And then finally, you want to identify where is your eagle and clan castle, because those both need to be dealt with. So looking at this base, Sinestro, who attacked this first, came in from this side. He used a similar attack strategy with this, but no bats. He came in on that side. But what I'm seeing in this base is I'm seeing 2 wizard towers on this side. So I would have come in on this side. This will also give us a line straight through here to get this inferno down. We'll eventually get to the wizard tower, and then we can run our bats up and around the base through like that. So I know that probably all sounds a little bit complicated and a bit much, but it's really simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a little bit of a funnel. So I got a baby dragon, we got some wizards. We're going to clear out like this, we're going to clear out this, and then we're going to throw in 5 ice golems right up here. We're going to throw in our wall wrecker like right in here. I want to clip open this single compartment. We'll clip open here, we'll clip open here, and I might have to use a freeze on the single. That's okay. Sometimes the ice golems will freeze the single for us, sometimes we might have to. So I'm bringing an extra freeze. You can bring 3 or 4 freezes with this. I'm going to be bringing in 4 on this because I need to make sure my wall wrecker gets through this area. And then basically what we're going to do is once we're in the core of this base, we're going to rage through. We're going to be patient. We're going to let everything work through, clear out those objectives, try to get this other single out, and really our bats will have a nice line through the base. I know, sounds really easy, sounds oversimplified, but we're going to try to clean this one up. We're going in live right here, guys. We're going right for it. We're not showing off any replays to start. We're going right in for the live. Let me get rid of that last X. So here's the army. I always recommend taking 2 max bats in your clan castle, because level 4 bats you get 16, at level 5 you get 20, and then you can take 5 or 6 bats. I'm going really bat heavy, and then sometimes you can bring a second rage, which we'll show that off here in a little bit. Here's the army. I like the Yeti in the clan castle. It tends to help out quite a bit, but you can go double ice golem in the clan castle, but I like a Yeti in there as well. Let's just go for it, guys. Let's hop in here and let's try to get this 3-star. So I'm gonna go wizard here, baby dragon up here. Again, we're just setting a little bit of extra funneling. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go 5 ice golems, just like this. We're going to bring in our wrecker right here. Alright, let's get all this working through here. We want that wrecker to get in there. King, queen, warden all going down. And like I said, we might have to freeze the single, which we will right here. Freeze the single, no big deal. Rage there, poison the clan castle troops. I'm going to go ahead and hit my warden ability as everything's kind of working through the center of this base. With the king's ability. Didn't even realize we didn't have all the bats in. I don't know why, like, I feel so nervous about this attack right now. I definitely feel nervous about it. I guess doing this attack on a video, a little bit nerve-wracking. But you see that Yeti out of the clan castle helping out, doing some work, taking out that wizard tower right there. Alright, so we're just letting everything work through here. Alright, that's all looking good. If we get that wizard tower down, that'd be real nice. Doesn't quite go down, but that's alright. We didn't count on it going down anyways. So we'll go ahead and we'll get our bats in here. We'll freeze this wizard tower, which is really low anyways. Queen's gonna have to pop her ability. We get to the single, and then we just gotta let everything work through here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a freeze right here. Our bats kind of spread a little bit on us, so we gotta be aware of that. And then we'll freeze our wizard tower here. We'll get that last wizard tower down, and we should be pretty clear to clean up the rest of the base. Let's go ahead and go like that. And just like that, we clean the base up, guys. So I don't bring a ton of cleanup on this usually because it's usually the bats will get through and just wreck it. And once your bats get through there, you'll be fine. One thing you do have to be aware of, you have to be patient sometimes on this attack. You can't just rush it in there and make it, force it in. You gotta wait for those objectives to go down. Like, we waited for the queen to get that single down. We waited for the eagle to go down. I was even trying to wait to see if that wizard tower goes down. And then, like, always make sure you're on point with your freezes. You gotta learn the bat behavior. They're gonna go defense to defense, but you need to drop before they get to that wizard tower, because that wizard tower will hurt you. One shot from the wizard tower will take out your whole pack of backs. But there you go, guys. We clean it up. We get the 3-star. We knew that there was an E-Dragon in there, but really, we brought the poison anyway. No big deal. Bats will take a little bit to get through the storage, but look at that, guys. We're gonna get a nice 3-star. Right? That's pretty solid. Bats getting through. We get the 5 ICG triple, and it's just that simple. Now, we got some replays for you guys. I'm going to train up an army, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to do this again a little bit later in the video after I show you guys some replays. So really quickly, before we get into our next attack, I want to show you guys the difference between a single and a multi-inferno, because I see this question sometimes, and I want to make sure you guys know. So look, this is a single right here. And it literally looks like there's just one opening for a beam to come out of. And then this Inferno right here literally has multiple openings. You see how it has like multiple different openings in here for multiple beams to come out of. And that's how you tell the difference between a multi and a single. The multi literally looks like it has multiple openings. The single just has the one eye in there that'll bring out the single beam for maximum destruction. But let's go ahead and let's hop into our next replay. So I wanted to show this one off for you guys because he's got 2 multis on it, and that's why I wanted to point that out, because this does work against multis. A lot of people think that this strategy won't work against multi-infernos. It will. You just got to make sure you get out as much splash. So UB here is going to go in this way. You see we got wizard tower, wizard tower, wizard tower, and then he's going to eventually have access to this other wizard tower multi. They don't quite go down, but you can, with the bats, if you're good enough on your freezes, you can kind of get around that. So what he's going to do is he's going to set his edge here. It's a similar, it's the same army, just a different comp. So he's going to set his funnel over here, bring that wrecker in through, and just wreck this base. Let's go ahead and watch this one, and we'll kind of break it down as he goes here, because his bats were really good. He's going to start his bats at the 6 o'clock. So again, going to use those 5 ice golems to freeze and just get out in front and set that funnel. I want to put something on that dark spell factory, but that's not the end of the world. So why this works is the ice golems are just constantly freezing, so the stuff isn't really going to have a lot of time to damage and take your troops out. And then the bats are going to come in with your freezes, so everything's just always frozen on this one. So what I like to do personally is I like to hit my warden ability to make sure that my wrecker makes it through. So I would have hit my warden ability right about here. He does not do that, so the wrecker's going to eventually go down, but he does get through this wall. But right here, notice at this point, well, that wizard tower right there is going to go down, but he's got those 4 wizard towers down. He's got that all cleared out, and he's doing a really good job just working through the base. Once that wizard tower goes down, all that splash on the back end is out, and then he's also got a nice line here for his bats to work through. It makes it really easy to predict your bats when you have a nice line, which way they're going to go, which defenses they're going to hop to, because that's one of the hardest parts about learning this attack, is learning how the bats are going to react and pop defense to defense. So we see the king ability go down there, just clearing out as much as possible, and then we'll see the bats come in here momentarily. So we'll see the bats right here. So whenever you have a multi right here, you really need to be aware of that. So he put his bats down here in the corner, and the bats are going to fly right in. So odds are actually the bats are going to go here, here, and then to the multi. So you really need to be aware of that and freeze. And then you got to also be aware that he's got a multi and a wizard tower up top, and even Tesla farms could take out your bats as well. So we'll watch how he deals with the bats, because I thought he did a really nice job handling these multis with the freezes here. So here comes that first freeze to freeze that multi-inferno tower. The bats are going to work through. Second freeze goes down, and that's why sometimes you bring an extra extra freeze just to make sure you get through the way you want to. And then the third freeze right there on the multi, on the air defense. And then finally that last freeze, gonna freeze the multi into Wizard Tower. Perfect freezing here from UB, and that's what led to success on this attack. Again, you don't bring a ton of cleanup. Really, you need like your bats and your bowlers to stay up, but the bats, or not the bats, the witches and the bowlers to stay up for cleanup. But really, if you have a good bat phase, you're going to be fine on this attack. And that's exactly what happened here. Perfect freezes there to take care of the multis, take care of the wizard towers, and we'll see that rewarded with the 3-star. Now be aware, your bats are going to get held up on storages. Storages and town halls, the bats do not handle them well, but that's something you need to be aware of with this attack. Don't wait too long. You got to be patient before you start your bats, but don't wait too long because you can get in trouble. But we'll see this one get cleaned up right here. Town Hall will go down, and this will be a nice little 3-star for UB. So sometimes you might time fail if you don't bring the cleanup, but this one works out really nicely. Like I said, really good freezes there. That's why I wanted to showcase this one, because I felt the freezes were really on point there. And then the last replay I'll show you guys before I hit my next attack is I want to show you guys this one from Seamus, because he went with an interesting army comp. So he's only bringing 2 freezes because he's identifying that he could take out Wizard Tower. There's singles on the base. He could take out the Eagle, and really, if everything goes well, he might only have 1, maybe 2 Wizard Towers up, depending on how everything's going. So he only brings 2 freezes, 6 bats, and brings an extra rage in here. So it's a little bit risky. I like to bring an extra freeze just to be safe, but this one works out pretty nicely for Seamus. A good read on the base, identifying that he was able to bring less freezes and bring another rage. He also brings a ton of bowlers on this one. So not so much witches, only 4 witches on this one, just to help with the funnel mostly. And then tons and tons of bowlers just to work up through the middle of this base. The nice thing about this, you can use this attack at Town Hall 12, Town Hall 13, but the nice thing at Town Hall 11, you don't have to worry about getting the Town Hall out. At Town Hall 12, you have to get the Town Hall out with your kill squad, or else this attack is ruined. But at Town Hall 11, you don't have to do that because the Town Hall doesn't fire back. So you see here, as that single is going up, he pops his Warden ability to keep that record going through the middle of the base. Did you notice that there? That is huge. That way that record gets more value, gets deeper into the base, and opens everything up. So we see that Wizard Tower right up top here getting targeted. He's got everything pushing through the core, and he's going to have a nice path here for his bats to work around the outside of this base. And again, patience. Always be patient with your bats. Don't rush your bats in. You don't want to send your bats in to get massacred. You don't want to wait too long either, but you do have to be patient, and that's exactly what Seamus does here. Queen's going to go through. She's going to eventually pop her ability. He brings in those giants with the wizards just to help clear out and distract a little bit. The tornado, if you bats get caught in a tornado, you'll be in trouble also. But at this point, hold on, bats are coming in. All he's got up is this 1 Wizard Tower. He was patient enough to let that Wizard Tower down there go out. So he's only got this 1 Wizard Tower out that he can use both freezes on. So first freeze goes down and actually clips that Expo right there, which is huge. Expos can really work over your bats and take them out. So good identification from Seamus. And like I said, this attack is really easy to use at Town Hall 11, and it works on a lot of bases, even with multis. It's all about your freezing. It's all about your kill squad value. You got to make sure you're getting the right value when you're sending stuff in. But that one's going to work out. Get the 3-star. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to train up another one. We'll hit another live attack and see if we can get another 3-star here. Maybe I'll see if we have something fresh that's not been scouted yet, and we'll see if we can get a fresh triple on something. But a nice attack here by Seamus. Good read, only bringing the 2 freezes. Patient enough to let everything he wanted to go down, because he wanted, you know, this Wizard Tower there. He wanted all of this stuff out, and that way he could bring his bats in over towards that Wizard Tower there. So a good patient read, and he's rewarded with the 3-star. So let's go ahead and speed that up, because it's just cleanup. And there we go, Seamus getting the 3-star. So I'll be back once my army's ready, guys. Alrighty, guys, so one of the unhit bases is called, and the other ones are pretty low. So I'm going to try to clean this one up that TG missed on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put P.E.K.K.A. right on here with a wizard right there, and I'm going to actually put a balloon on this archer tower. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to run our 5 ice golems. Now, I don't know that this is going to clean this up, but we're going to try. We're going to run our 5 ice golems there, and we're going to bring our wrecker right in there. Let's actually get the straight line tool out here. So let's put our wrecker probably right about here, because really we just need to get to the eagle. So we'll go, what, just to the right of that barracks. That should work out pretty nicely. So with that all being done, we should be able to get this out. We should be able to get this one out. We should be able to get the multi and that out. And then hopefully this back end wizard tower. And then we can kind of run our bats down and around. Should work out. We're going to bring 4 freezes just to be safe. Not that button. Let's go ahead and clear all this out. But hopefully this gets through. I don't know. This one, I'm a little bit nervous about this plan. But you got to be not afraid to fail, boys. You got to get ready. You got to get it. All right, so let's go in here. Let's start everything. Let's just make it happen. Let's just make it happen. So we're going to go with this right here. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put this wizard into clear. All right, so that balloon's going to get that archer tower down. We're going to get this right in here. I'm going to put my king, queen, warden in early. Get them all working in there nice and early. Let's get a witch in here. Alright, so everything's working through nicely. Clan castle comes out. We were expecting that. I need the warden to keep up with everything though. Let's go ahead and rage here. Warden's trailing behind a little bit. Oh, warden, we were just a little bit late on the warden, so we're not going to get all the way through like I wanted to. Warden just barely missed where we wanted to go, but that's okay. We could still be fine here. Oh, I don't know. We got a lot up, guys. They've got a lot up on this base. Alright, so we get that down. Oh, this is going to be tough to finish off. We'll try our best, but it is going to be tough. We just got to be patient. Let everything work through. We do have that one ice golem working in our favor. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the bats in here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, we got 3... whatchamacallit's at 3 wizard towers. I'm going to freeze that because the queen's on it. We're just going to be patient here, guys. We're going to be patient and let everything work through. Alright, queen is eventually going to get to that back end. Alright, let's go ahead and let's put these guys right on the wizard tower here. Should give us a nice path around the base. Alright, we just got to be patient with our freezes. Not miss that wizard tower. Alright, we're good. We're all working. Freeze wizard tower. Freeze wizard tower again. And we get the cleanup. We'll get that archer in there. I think we got it, guys. I think we got the cleanup. Woo, that was nerve-wracking, especially not getting that wrecker all the way through. Let's go ahead and pop the queen's ability just to spawn up some archers. But yeah, I think we're good here, guys. I think we got it. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. 5 ICGs, like I said, my favorite Town Hall 11 War Attack. It does work on most bases. There are some bases that are tougher, but you can still make it work. But man, it is a really good, a really consistent attack strategy. So we get the 3-star there. We get the 6-pack on the cleanups. Now, one base, I chose not to hit this base because these ones could be a little bit tricky. These little island bases, they're a little bit trickier to hit with the 5 ICGs. You really got to get, I don't know. I've had a lot of attacks go sideways. I would rather Electron a base like this than 5 ICG it. But hopefully this did help you guys out for Town Hall 11. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads of mine. And if you did happen to miss yesterday's video, you can check it out right over there.